What's up, YouTube? Southern Comic Geek coming to you with a huge mail call. As you can see, I got all these packages in. The postman came and he just let the floodgates out with his magic truck and brought me these great comic books from members of the community for the most part. And if you want to see what I picked up today, well, you're going to have to stay tuned. So before we get into all of this comic book goodness, go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification if you haven't already, so that when videos like this drop ever so randomly, you are one of the first people to know and can make the conscious decision as to whether or not to watch it now or later. As long as you watch it, we appreciate you. Talking about appreciation, we do appreciate all of the people that watch, but in particular channel members who are supporting the channel through their membership to YouTube or Patreon or both. If you're interested in the benefits of joining either or both of those groups, the links are in the description below. Also, visit BCW Supplies for all of your collecting supply storage needs, whether it's comic books, records, cards. I think they even have stuff for coins. Check them out and use the code SCG at checkout to save yourself 10% on your order. So, got a bunch of books in today, as I mentioned in the video, and so want to give these people, these members of the community, a shout out if I can remember who it is. Sometimes I don't do so well. So this is from the Tricky Trapstar. That's right, Tricky Trapstar. I think he's actually starting his own auction on his YouTube channel. If you haven't checked out Tricky Trapstar and his art, check him out. No children were harmed in the filming of this video, just to let you know. So he threw up this auction and it was on the cheap. And really, there's only one book in here that I want. So you're actually going to be able to, if you're interested, check out all these other videos or all these other comics on the Saturday morning Cartoon Crew auction at 1 p.m. on Saturday, if you're interested. This is Batman Adventures #1. Actually, there are 2 copies of that in here. Sweet. I didn't realize there were 2 copies of Batman Adventures #1. I just knew there was one, and that was what I wanted to add to the PC. Classic cover, classic show, obviously. But yeah, that is awesome. So even cooler Tricky Trapstar, because I get to keep one and I get somebody in the community a chance to get one on the cheap too. This is Batman 12-cent Adventure, and actually I might be wrong. I don't remember if I have this one or not. I'll have to check. If I don't, I'm going to keep it. But if I do, then it will be somebody else's opportunity. But yeah, Batman's 10-cent Adventure, I have that one. Cool story with John Byrne on the Batman 433. I obviously already got that one. $4.95, the Nightfall storyline there. Batman and Robin #2. Never was big into this run on Batman. Not a big fan of Grant Morrison. No hate mail, please. Then we've got Brave and the Bold #149. Looks like some Jim Aparo Batman. It looks like. Then we got Batman 434. That's that Byrne run that you saw one of a while ago. And here's another one with 435. So got all 3 of that miniseries. So that's pretty cool. And we got Detective Comics 663, part of the Nightfall run. I also have this one already. And then we got Detective Comics 952 from the current run. And I already have that one. So pretty cool. 1, maybe 2 books to add to the PC. And then going to let somebody else have an opportunity to put them in their PCs if they so desire. But one thing I know you really have a desire for, and that is to smash that like button. It doesn't cost you anything to smash the like button. Helps the channel out, all that kind of good stuff. So be sure to be a winner and do that. So this came from somebody. Maybe I don't remember who it is. when I get to the comic. I think I know who it is. Pull tabs. Check that out. Pull tabs, always a great thing. Takes you very little time to do a pull tab, and it makes it much easier to open. I know who this is. This is from Robot Monster Island. RMI Comics. Beanie Jesus. He goes by several different names, but he sells on a number of comic book auctions. And he threw this book up there, battled it out with a couple of folks for a little bit, but they couldn't hang. And it's a really clean copy of TMNT #1, first appearance of Bebop and Rocksteady, and awesome cover there. Really clean copy, especially for what I paid for it. There is an issue on the back with a stain. I wonder if it can, because you never, sometimes you just can't tell when you're bidding on these things because cameras aren't all that great a lot of times. That stain is not going to come out. Some of this on the back looks like color rub. Maybe you can do something, maybe you can't. But as far as I don't even see a single tick on this. Ticks don't usually reside on turtles, right? But seriously, I don't even see a single tick on this. I am very tempted to get this graded and see what this comes back as. It might go in the old CBCS, well, the presser's box, and then the CBCS. So glad to add that to the PC. We've all got stories like this, but my story, horror story with that book is having passed over it not too long ago for 20 bucks because I didn't want to pay 20 bucks for it. So this one is from Mr. Fresh Baked Cookies himself, Sans Comic Group. I had just bought something and he had shipped it to me when he showed some other cool stuff. I ended up buying some other stuff from him the night I just opened up the package from him previously. I hate when that happens. So it was just 2 books, and then I said, well, just hold on to it for a minute, and then maybe I'll buy some other stuff for you, which I did. So these are what I got from him. I got 2 of them. No, it was this and another book, and I only wanted one of them, I think. So this is Shadow Man #1. This is a Black Flag book. The author or writer rather's name escapes me, but I've picked up a lot of these Shadow Man variant covers. Pretty cool. Then we got some VV approved first appearance of Elric in Conan #15. Conan. That's some Barry Windsor Smith goodness. You can actually see he signed it Barry Smith at that time, right there. And then we got a little Tales to Astonish #70. He's got on the back here that's Stan Lee's story, and so one of the TOAs that I needed, and so that is pretty cool. Let me check because I always keep the messages that I send back and forth between buyers and sellers, so I can remember because I would hate to miss it. Let's see here, because it's easy to forget on different auctions. These people are on different auctions to remember what all you bought from somebody. At least it is for me. Maybe it's just me. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so he was selling a Department of Truth. I didn't want the Department of Truth, so I just bought the Shadow Man. So then I bought that. Then I bought that Conan. He put it up in a lot with some other books. I said I only want the Conan out of that. So he broke the lot up for me and then sold me the Tales of Astonish. So shout out to Fresh Baked Cookies. There's some Fresh Baked Cookies right there with a little plethora of goodness. Then we've got VK on comics. Mr. VK, Mr. Star Wars himself. out there and about buying up a bunch of stuff always, he threw this book up there. And I went for it and picked it up. This is a book that I've had before, and I sold it. Yeah, so I picked this one up again. I'm going to send this one off, get it pressed and sent off, and see what it comes back as. And look, if the prices on this Star Wars books keep going up, I'm liable to sell this one again. So that's how it goes. So this, oh, cool. Threw this in there. So it says, hello and thank you for the purchase. Please save and share VKM Comics, which I'm already on. Auctions every Wednesday. Check that out. A little extra, little customer service there. VK threw in a little Obi-Wan card. Says, may the force be with you, which on the back, if you remember these, was a puzzle piece and puzzled together to be all of that Sand Trooper in this particular instance. So it's pretty cool. Little Obi-Wan card. I wonder if he got that, because I sold him some of these packs of cards. I wonder if he got that out of that pack I sold him. So this is a pretty beat up copy of Star Wars 42, first comic book appearance of Emperor Palpatine, I think Yoda maybe, I know Boba Fett, some others, and there is a carbon pencil up here. I think that's what that's called, kind of like a date stamp. They used a wax pencil or something. This is a newsstand copy. He had it graded at a 5 or 5.0. Probably so. Probably so. But I think it could definitely benefit from a press. I don't think CBCS or CGC take off for these, but I think it would benefit from a press. It's going to go in the box to the presser. And like I said, if it comes back big enough, probably end up selling it again. So who knows? Who knows? I waffle back and forth. I know what this is right here. This right here is some foreign comics. So, what in the world? Little Blade. Little Blade was injured in the line of duty. So this is some foreign comic goodness from Global Comics. I bought a bunch of stuff from him before, and he routinely will put up stuff, or if he knows it's something I collect, he'll message me and say, hey, fix to put this up on IG, fix to put it up on eBay, going to give you a first shot at it, which I appreciate. And in this particular case, really interesting because it is a Spanish copy of the set of Star Wars Phantom Menace. Now, I'm not sure about the farm market because I'm not a farm market connoisseur like he is and others that I know. But these are the photo covers, which are kind of desired in the American market. If you are, let me know in the comments down below. But if these are as desirable in the foreign market as they are in the American market. But here's the big one. I've got a copy of all these in English. Let's see when these came out. Says 1999, so that's when the movie came out. So pretty cool. So it was released at the same time. It looks like that's the Anakin one, and then this is, there we go. So pretty cool. Normally, he had some other stuff that I was interested in. Normally, I would have said, well, let me go ahead and get this since you got this going to me, kind of shave a little bit off the shipping cost. But I was fixing to go to Pensacon at the time. Didn't know what all I was going to be spending there, and so decided to lay off on that stuff and wait to see how Pensacon went. Which, if you haven't seen my Pensacon haul video, check that one out. I've got a bunch of signatures, few books. This is from Gorilla Tie Comics, who has his own comic book auction, and that's kind of Overkill. I appreciate the packing. Appreciate the packing. Sure. Like, I got this big old box. I'm like, I didn't order that much stuff from Gorilla Tag. So he threw out a little Gorilla Tag sticker there. So basically, he had put out that if you bought $100 worth of stuff, you get free shipping. So I bought some stuff from him, and then ended up buying some stuff later. Let him hold it until it got to be $100. And this is what all we got. We got Star Wars Adventures #1. That is one of the books originally I got. This was in that lot. I already have this, so this will be going to a new home somewhere. It's Darth Vader #11. Then we got Empire Strikes Back. I think these are the covers of that. I did not have that. This is one of the ones that I bought. This is a Miko Sion cover, I believe, and if it is, it's going to get signed by him if I'm able to see him like I plan to in July. This is Darth Vader, The Empire Strikes Back, #11, I Am Your Father. I already have that one, so that will be going to a new home. This is the Star Wars Bounty Hunters Director's Cut. This is the black. There's several of these, but this one is the with the black armor. This is the A cover, which I had already pre-ordered from my comic shop. So I already have one of these. So I'll be sending that to a new home. This is another variant edition, which I am not sure who the artist is. And then also the, I'm sure, John Tyler Christopher action figure variant of the black armor. So pretty cool. So there was a couple in here that I will be selling, but for the most part, it was just a PC grab for all of these. And I'll have to check which ones I have, which I don't have. So shout out to all of the sellers on that stuff. Let me see if I had another package. Oh yeah, I got a package. So shout out to Legal Burning, who sent me an awesome AOK. He knows that I am a Valiant guy, so got another Turok 1 to add to the PC. Solar Man of the Atom #20. Armorines #8. And if you haven't checked out Legal Burning, doesn't do as much on YouTube, but he does over on Instagram. Check his killer art out. Did an interview with him when I opened up that Batman that he did for me. Bloodshot #24. Divinity #0. And Magnus #24. Bloodshot 41. Solar Man of the Atom 21. And Magnus #13. I think this one actually looks better than the copy I got. And then it says, enjoy the books, scored these and thought you would enjoy them. So always appreciate folks that are willing to pay good money to ship stuff and send me AOKs for sure. I picked these up from, I think, Dollar Bin. It's like Yober Comics or something like that. I mainly visit their dollar books over on Instagram, but they have some other more pricey books. Picked up this Superboy Zero from them. It was not in the dollar section, but this I plan on reselling it. But I did pick up these right here. Bar Sinister #1. So that was the one of the Windjammer titles that I needed. Dogs of War #2. And Dark Dominion #7. So just picked up a few things from them. Picked up that Superboy just to resell it. So shout out to them for getting that out to me. And that's it. Well, that's enough, folks. What do you think about this haul? Be sure to leave me a comment in the video below. Have you used any of the sellers that I mentioned? So shout out to them. No problems with any of them and their packing or their prices. So shout out to them for being on the up and up. And look, folks, appreciate you taking the time to watch this. Hopefully you've already hit that subscribe button, etc., etc. And remember,
let me know when you're rolling. Ready. A Sword of Omens tells me that you're watching Southern Comic Geek. Thundercats. Ho!
Till next time, keep reading and keep collecting. Adios.